Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we'll be discussing how to create an online web application from scratch. So the type of the online web application that I'm going to build is a software as a service web application where you can sell skills and buy skills. So today's task is to design a responsive user sign in and sign up page using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Tailwind for the design. So let's get into it. As you can see, this is my sign in design where you can input your email address, password, and you have the option to check the remember me box if you want to log in easily next time, and you have the option to change your password, forgot password, and there's the sign in button to sign in, and you have another option to sign up if you don't have an account already created. So let's check our sign up page. So you can see the user is required to give his first name, last name, email address, password, and again confirm the password, and he can select what type of user is he. Is he a skill seller or a skill buyer? And he should agree to the terms and conditions of our website, and then he can create the account. Now if you want to go back to the sign in page, you have the option to go to sign in page. As already have an account, just click sign in. You're back to the sign in page. Enough with the front end part, let's go to the back end code. How have we designed this? So you can see this is my HTML file. Here you can see standard structure of HTML where HTML tags, head tags and the body tags are available. So in the body you can see I have used Tailwind framework to design easily. So I have used a gradient design, so you can see background gradient to BR. So I have mixed colors from blue 50 to indigo 100. I have taken the minimum height of the screen and I have brought the items to the center. Next you can see I have made several div tags for more customized easy design, and different colors for each div tags and each sections, so that it gives a more good look to the user. And you can see this h1 tag where I have given skill shop h1. So if you go to the output here, you can see our h1 tag is there, skill shop. Next we have given buy and sell skills with confidence, a paragraph tag, and I have used another div tag as the container. And let's go to sign in form. Now you can see I have created another separate div tag for sign in, and I have given the ID for it as sign in form for later development of the backend processes. You can see the h2 tags, welcome back, and another paragraph tag is giving a description such as sign into your account to continue. And I have created a form tag from here and ID'd it as sign in, and another input tag is inserted here, and I have made it hidden for later development, such as displaying errors and messages to the user. So now you can see the email input tag inside another separate division tag, div tag, and you can see the label tags such as email, and the Tailwind designs are given here. So the text should be gray 700, and text should be small, font should be semi-bold, and margin bottom is 2. So I have given sign in email for the for attribute, so that the browser knows that I am referring to the ID sign in email of the input tag where the email goes. So the input tag, you can see the type is email. I have given placeholder u@example.com. You can see it here for the user's ease. Moreover, password input is here. Same way, I have given the label password and another input tag for it to insert our password. And I have given the input tag type is password, so the text entered can be hidden. And I have given a placeholder. And same way, ID sign in password for sign in password, to make sure the browser knows that the label password is relevant for the input type password. And next we have the remember me and forgot password options. It's entered into another separate div tag. So I have given the input type of the remember me option as checkbox instead of text or password, and I have ID'd it as remember. Moreover, I have given a span tag and inserted remember me in it for the label. Then next I have given an anchor tag, and I have given the text forgot password. So right now I haven't given any value for the href attribute because I haven't created the forgot password page yet. It's for further development. So at last we have the sign in button within a button tag, and I have designed it using Tailwind again. So I have added more advanced features for it, such as if you hover above the button, the color becomes more darker, as you can see here. Now just if I bring the cursor on top of the sign in button, it expands and the color becomes darker, so it's more attractive for the users. This is the code I have given for it. If you hover, change the blue from 600 to 700 and indigo from 600 to 700, and another transition should be made with a duration of 300 milliseconds, and I have told to increase the scale to 105 with a margin top of 6. Moreover, I have given another error message division to display the errors that the users cause when signing in. And finally, you have the sign up option. Don't have an account, sign up. So in the button of the sign up option, I have given an on click attribute where if you click the sign up, it activates the it runs the JavaScript function called toggle forms. So you might be thinking, what does the toggle form function do? Let's take a look at it. Go for the JavaScript page. You can see I have defined the function toggle forms, and I have got the sign in form, which is id-sign in form, by a document.getElement by id, and assigned it a variable named as sign in form. Same thing for the sign up form. I have id it as sign up form. You can take a look at it from here. Here's the division: sign in form, the id is sign in form. The document.getElement by id catches that element, the id element called sign in form, and I have assigned it a variable name called sign in form on the JavaScript side. Same thing have been done to the sign up form. And then I have done another thing here. I have said to toggle the class list of the sign in form. If it has the active on it, make it hidden. If it has hidden on it, make it active. You can see right now the class active is there here. Now if I click sign up from here, this active changes to hidden. Then the sign in form division vanishes and the sign up form division appears. So right now it shows hidden. It has become active right now. So it's visible and the sign in form becomes invisible. That's the main function of toggle form function. And moreover, I have defined another function called toggle password function, where I have given two parameters as input ID and btn. So basically this toggle function, what does the toggle function do? It toggles the visibility of the password. So you can see here in our design. Now if I add a password, just now it's not visible to others. Now if the user wants to take a look at it and make sure that's the right password, he can press the icon over here. So now it becomes visible. Now if he wants to hide it again, he can click it again. So now it becomes invisible. Same thing I have done to confirm password as well. If he wants to take a look at it and make it hidden again, he has the ability to do it. So the basic thing is that I have toggled these two icons. The eye icon becomes a closed eye monkey. So that's the main thing here done by this function. So you can see I have taken the input ID parameter and assigned it as input, and I have given an if else to check if the password, if the input tag's type is set to password. If it is set to password, then change it to text, and the button icon should be this instead of the I. If the input tag type isn't password, then I have told to set the type to the password and change the icon from the monkey to the I again. So if it is in input type password, if we change it to type text, it becomes visible, and if it is in type text, if we change it to password, it becomes invisible. So you might be wondering, why haven't I linked them separately, linked the input tags separately? So this is a common way to do it. So you can see if I go to the sign in form again and go to the password area, I have called the password toggle password, and I have set to take sign in password, the input tag called ID such as sign in password, to the place of input ID, and I have told to take the button which we are using right here as the btn. So I have given this to tell to take this element right now. So we have called the toggle password function on the button tag. So I have set to take that element. So it will take sign in password for the input ID place and the button tag for the btn place, and do the necessary function. Same ways it will we can do that to the sign up form. where you can see here I have used the same toggle password function, but this time I have said to take sign up password as the input ID and take this button tag as the BTN. So it will take these ID elements and do the process. And same thing I have given the confirm password area. I have called the toggle password function also here, and I have set to take the input ID such as sign up confirm as the input ID and this button right now as the BTN, and do the nested process. Moreover, I have given the option to select the account type over here using a radio button. So if you click on skill seller, it automatically removes skill buyer. Now if you click on skill buyer, it removes the skill seller option, and another checkbox over here for terms and conditions. So that wraps up our design. See you in the next video where we will be programming the user sign up using input validations. Thank you for watching. I'm Zaid.